Hey, it's Faye, and today I'm going to be reacting to the new episode, the first, I guess, official episode for Hazbin Hotel. I have seen the pilot that came out a few many years ago. I can't remember. Is it like four or five at this point? But yeah, no, it's a pretty I would say old series, but technically it hasn't been out until just recently. Yeah, I've been following it a little bit on the backside of it because I thought it looked pretty cool. I thought the character designs were really interesting, and so now that I've heard that it has an official release, I wanted to check it out myself and bring you guys along for the ride. In this observation, as I'm watching this and giving some of my feedback, for the most part, I'm going to be highlighting and kind of seeing like what is the same and what's different. Like, what did they do? I know that they changed up some of the character designs, of course, to make it easier to animate because don't get me wrong, Vivian is a great character designer, but at the same time, a bit too much detail. Like me imagining having to animate that would be insane. No thank you. But yeah, either way, let's go ahead and we'll jump into this. I'll be pausing here and there because, of course, I want to admire everything that's gone into this piece. I'm really excited to see how much changed and adjusted from the original series till now, because I'm not gonna lie, that pilot was pretty rough around some of the edges, some of the audio mixing, some of like how they animated it, but you know, can't be too hard. It's the first time trying to make a pilot or an animated series, and especially with having their other series, the Hell of a Boss series, under her belt. By all means, I can easily see the improvement from where Hazbin's pilot is, at least until where it is now in her Hell of a Boss series. So yeah, no, I'm excited. I can't wait to jump into this. And also, I'm really interested with the voice actors. I know that they've changed from the old ones to the new ones, but yeah, let's see how this goes. They're still keeping some of the old charm from the original pilot. I like that. Super cute. Okay, so I'm excited with this. It looks like they've kept the same storybook look that they had in the opening of the other pilot. That one was more of a musical, I believe, when Charlie was singing, but in this one, we can see that it's definitely more polished. I like around here how we can see kind of like that, like a dust mark, a much more gritty design that adds to like it being more like of a storybook opening, I guess would be a good way to say it. But yeah, no, I really like I like this so far, and we get to see a glimpse of what heaven is looking like. I was always curious what that would be, and so yeah, now I get to see that in the series. Excited.
Worshipped good and shielded all from evil.
All right, like let's look at this. We have the representation of good and evil. I like how it's like, I mean, of course, yes, you're gonna have like dark, evil, dreary stuff for like evil, but just the like sketchiness that is present around like this evil being versus like the nice clean lines and silhouettes and also gradients along this character here. Super pretty. I love that. And then in the background we can see the like quote unquote biblically accurate angels. I think technically it's not even an angel. I think it's more of like a I can't remember. It's not a cherub. It's like a vessel. So those things aren't necessarily angels. They're kind of vessels technically. But overall, I love what they're going on with here. It's so nice and clean. I love the line work that they've done in the series. Very, very beautiful.
Lucifer's way of thinking was dangerous to the order of their world. So he
Oh, I see. Okay. So it seems like in this series, at least, they're taking more of like a sympathetic approach to Lucifer. They want him to be a little bit more like he's not like pure evil in this sense, and I can understand that. More or less, it's like he's kind of like a free thinker, a free dreamer. Okay, I can get behind that.
Watched as the angels began to expand the universe in their ways. From the dust of Earth, they created Adam and Lilith, equals as the first of mankind. But despite this, Adam demanded control, and Lilith refused to submit to his
All
will.
right.
She fled the garden. Drawn
Something interesting too that I've noticed here at this point is the construction of the characters. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the grittiness and texture that's present throughout the entire thing. But yeah, are you able to go back just a little bit? Yeah, like here in this structure, we can easily see the puppeted works of how these characters are made. And yeah, like we have like ovular shapes for the legs, for the arms, for the torso, even like some of the headpieces. One, it makes animating 1,000 times easier, which I completely understand, needing to get everything out in time, and this is a more professional, quick-paced production. But it also adds to that storybook, kind of like, you know, like puppets on the string. Or maybe it's diving a little bit deeper too, like how in this case we have Lilith feeling like she is a like maybe a puppet or like a plaything in this sense. But yeah, very interesting. I really like it.
control, and Lilith refused to submit to his will. She fled the garden. Drawn in by her fierce independence, Lucifer found her, and the two rebellious dreamers fell deeply in love.
This is adorable.
Together, they wished to share the magic of free will.
Oh! Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh. Okay. So, one thing I want to highlight here, it's a little hard to see. I love the animation of the snake curling.
They wished to share the magic of
Oh, look at that! That was so smooth. Oh, I love that. That was adorable.
will with humanity, offering the fruit of knowledge to Adam's new bride, Eve, who gladly accepted.
Okay. I'm let me see. Little interested and confused on this. Not too sure where they're going to take it exactly. But from what I'm seeing in this, why? Okay, now I understand giving like the apple to Eve seems like evil and all that, but like why is Eve grinning in such a demonic fashion? Like don't get like what? I don't know. Like is it alluding to much more evil tones? I don't know. It's just interesting.
But this act, heaven cast Lucifer and his love into the dark pit he had created, never allowing him to see the good that came from humanity.
I get it.
Only the cruel and the wicked.
Oh, I see. And so that's how they're doing the punishment angle. Even though he wanted to give freedom and he kind of gave it in the form of like Prometheus, like here, giving fire the gift of knowledge. He doesn't get to see that. So in this term, he's getting punished and he gets to see the worst side of allowing people to have like their free will, or what he was kind of vouching for. I mean, just like, you know, ouch, that kind of sucks, because you know it's like you don't get to see the good sides of the fruits of your labor, haha, fruits. But I mean, what do you expect? It's you know, it's hell. That's gonna happen.
Chained Lucifer's voice and her songs, and as the numbers of hell grew, so did its power. Threatened by this,
Oh, so she's more of a singer.
heartless decision.
Ooh, I love the design on the angels.
An extermination. And her dream was passed down to their precious daughter, the princess.
And that would be Charlie.
Don't worry, Mom.
Oh.
Proud.
Ah, and there's Vaggie.
Oh, shit. Did you hear all that?
Yeah, I was right there.
I want to say, just like standing like okay, right off the bat, I really enjoy how these new designs are looking. Very different again, and especially in action, but I feel it fits more with the hotel vibe. Like if their whole hotel is kind of themed or branded around this red rather than white approach, and I mean that's kind of like hell in general, I guess, but Yeah, having it all as one couture, as one piece, that's definitely very fitting. I want to go back. Yeah, look here at Vaggie. Oh man, killing it. I love it just so much. Her design is so beautiful. But yeah, same thing. She feels like she's actually like a hotel staff person versus in the pilot where she was wearing again a very pretty dress, but this one feels more this one definitely feels more in theme and in line with Charlie. You know, like they're both like the heads. Like I think she's like the manager and Charlie's kind of more like the presenter and like you know the head honcho of it. But yeah, I like them so far, and their voices too. I'm hearing their voices for the first time, and yeah, I enjoy it. I like them. Nothing feels wrong. They're pretty much fitting what I had imagined.
Sorry, I get pretty worked up after an extermination happens. The story helps.
I know. Don't worry. I enjoy your theatrics. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just thinking, you know, family stuff.
Did you hear from your mom yet?
What's this about?
Oof, how long has it been now?
What's this
Not
about
that
the
long.
mom?
Only 7 years off doing something important.
What?
I'm sure. But this kingdom was something she really cared about.
Okay. I mean, that's really sad to hear, but like what does that mean? So the mom's been gone for 7 years. So I'm Lilith has been gone and hasn't talked to her? This is interesting. Nothing like this was really revealed in the pilot. If anything, she called and tried to talk to her, but was left left with no calls or no answer. Interesting.
Something I care about.
Well, at least you aren't alone.
I just hope what I'm trying to do here will work.
It will. I have faith in you. All right, come on. Alistair says he has something to show us.
Alistair has something to show us. Okay, that's interesting. So where is this taking place? Is it during or ooh, I love the clock tower.
There was a place to stay that had none of that.
Shh.
The Hazbin Hotel, a misguided path to redemption. Founded 5 days ago by Lucifer's delusional daughter, Charlotte Morningstar.
Of course, of course.
Your fate in her inexperienced hands as she tries to
Oh, okay. I see.
Here we offer fun things such as somewhat functional staff and 24-hour pest control, custom rooms, and just look at this pretty parlor. And riveting conversation with our singular resident. Wow! All this and more at the Hazbin Hotel.
Okay. Okay, no.
Salvation starts here.
I love how cheesy he made the I imagine this is Alistair actually making it too. It's so bad. It is just like it is tacky. Super tacky. But I mean that also kind of makes sense. He's focusing probably more on the voice. I know that he hates he hates anything that has to do with video. So I wouldn't be surprised that his editing skills are kind of trashy, but at the same time, you know, like he's not doing the hotel any service. He's like he's being kind of mean, but I mean,
So, what do you think?
It's a bit off. We want people to want to come here. This makes it look,
it looks bad.
Bad. The word you're looking for is bad.
Yes.
I was going for hilarious. And everyone remembers me from my radio show, the proper medium to express oneself.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Now his pride is showing through. I was right. Yeah, he's not really good when it comes to the video editing stuff, but his voice is always on point. Then why not just make like a radio advertisement for their hotel? Like that would be the most proper way to go and help show his best skills off. I mean, like, okay.
But you insisted on this noisy picture box advertisement.
I love the wiggle that was added
Fun.
on
We had a little
his
fun with it. Well, this is
staff.
what we want to represent us. When you showed up here a week ago, you told us you would help.
Oh,
us in this
okay.
hotel. Instead, you're mocking us. Nobody's gonna want to come to a place that a powerful overlord like you thinks is a waste of time.
So one interesting thing, again, so this is a week ago he came here. Okay, so this is technically a, not a sequel, but it's continuing after the pilot. Okay. I was a little confused too, because I'm like, okay, how are they going to introduce everyone? I see that they're talking about Vaggie. They brought in Alistair. So this makes sense. Yeah, we have so it's been a week since the pilot aired, at least in the universe. All right. That's going to be interesting. We'll see how all this goes from there.
What?
Oh no. It's Angel.
Angel.
That expression.
A famous porn star.
I mean, I guess it's something to be proud in, but at the same time, I don't think I'd be like shoving it. Well, I don't know. Like, he just like oozes that pride in what he knows how to do. First of all, too, like a little bit of keynotes. I did hear Alistair in some of the trailers that were being premiered, so I feel that voice is still pretty fitting. I'm pretty happy with how they did Alistair. And then when it comes to Angel over here, yeah, same thing. I like how they're doing so far. Blake is doing a fantastic job with his rendition of it in comparison to our previous with Michael. But yeah, this is going pretty good.
I'll have the horniest sinners knocking these walls down to get him.
We are
All right.
filming a porn as a commercial.
No, I wouldn't recommend it either.
I swear, if you film me going at it with Mr. Fancy
No!
here, you'd be rolling in participants willing to stay at this hotel.
I look okay. look at his face. He's dying over here. He like how squinted the eyes are and how just smug Angel is. Friggin' Angel is like, or yeah, Alistair is just like, I'll kill him. I'll do it. For even suggesting such a thing.
Never going to happen.
I was expecting that.
That's made to be exploited. I got the arms.
One thing that I really enjoy in like with the swoop, like the cool thing with Angel and his design is just the use of all of his multi-arms. Like it's great to see that they're not like just mimicking the upper arms to the lower arms, that like this one's holding a bottle or like as it was let me see if I can go back just a little bit. Like here, like we can see more of his attitude, just kind of like being kind of like laid back, relaxed, and his upper half is like having that sass, that like big like extra element. I love that. Like it's a lot more work on the animation side of things, of course, but I love how this is going. Like I just like seeing the animation being shoved at its fullest with this extra arm and being able to play around with more expressions under the tone.
The holes, the chest fluff, everyone thinks
What that thought? I'll be right back.
The chest fluffs everyone thinks are boobs. Good. I like that. Oh, and another thing, I need to highlight this because I just saw it. Look at that! Oh, it's adorable. We have I imagine this is Lucifer, but why is it a duck or a chicken? Oh my gosh, like why is that his icon? I need to know more about this. Immediately, I am like infatuated with that.
What that thought? I'll be right back.
I can keep going all night, baby.
Of course you could. I imagine you can.
If Freaky Face over there is so powerful, then why can't he just make people stay here?
Oh, trust
That's kind of what I was wondering too.
Why do you think I'm here? You actually think I'd be cleaning bottles and
I imagine it's because of the free will aspect. They want people to come there willingly.
keep that to yourself.
What?
I like being forced. Yeah, sure.
Call me Whiskers again and I'll jam that bottle down your throat.
Kinky.
Oh no.
Come on, keep talking dirty.
I'm surprised. Like, okay, now don't get me wrong. I kind of expected this from Alistair, but Alistair. No. From Angel. But I wasn't expecting him to be like constantly turned on. I was expecting him to be more like, you know, like just kind of like how he is in the trailer, a bit more jokey, sarcastic, and pushy, but not so much as like just constantly looking for like sexual like action. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised with that angle that they took.
Angel, let Huss do his job. And no, we can't force sinners to stay here. They need to choose to.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to be here.
Ah, what?
So excited. Just like the biting of the teeth.
My dad
Look at that. I'm gonna go back for it. Look at so excited that our eyes go different directions. Top tier. Like, this is me whenever I actually heard that this stuff released.
My dad just called. He said that the leader of the Angel Army wants to meet. He asked if I could go instead.
But
Happiness noises.
just happened. What could they want this soon after?
I can do this.
Oh no.
Somehow
Now she's starting to sing. Oh no.
I'll get heaven behind my plan. I could blow it.
Just these two here on the side. Friggin' okay, like this was on purpose. Like they had to position them in this way. But I just like the freaking dang it. I do have a question. I always wondered about this scene. I don't know if anyone else pointed it out, but here they're spinning. And then she spins and then she grabs her nose. I never understood the reason why. Like, is there a thing where if you hold your nose, like, it can help, like, reorientate you? Or, like, is it, like, really smelly outside because the door opened? Like, I don't know. I just always had a question about this choice of action with that scene.
But just don't sing to them.
This is kind of interesting too. Here we get to see more variations in some of like the demon designs, or I guess like the sinners that have come here, because we've only really seen the main cast and we can see that there's a lot of variation now, which is kind of cool. We have like some more like furry-esque characters. We have some kind of more, I guess, cartoony, like one-off themes. Like this kind of seems like a swamp thing. This one's obviously like an imp design. This one looks like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin kid, and this guy's like a punk. I like the variation. That's pretty fun. And then like a punk Sauron. I don't know.
If I can show them the dream I've dreamed.
Some of this camera movement's a little bit quick and snappy for my liking. Like that one, just switching. I don't mean to, like, I'm looking at it from more of like an artist's perspective while still enjoying the song, but like, let's see. Okay. Like there, like that's a really quick transition back immediately to the truck. It's a little fast. My question is, like, with this much like violence and like fighting, how more people aren't dying just naturally by themselves versus just the angels. I really like this interior, like straight up, it is a chapel. It looks like a church. Everything's going with the stained glass windows, with the pews, with the seating. Very beautiful. I like this. And maybe this is how the architecture of heaven actually is. Look at that. That bell is way more detailed than it needs to be, but it's beautiful. Heavenly Embassy. Oh, okay, we can't read anything. You just need the sign.
Also creepy.
We have like a gold and white motif where with everything in hell, it's a red and white.
Here.
Sup?
Sup?
I'm Charlie. My dad asked me if I could meet you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well,
Oh,
it's nice to meet you.
all right. Who is this?
Totally. Nice to meet you too.
They're,
Fucking got you. Did you fucking see that? Good shit.
So
they're a hologram?
you aren't here?
No. You think I'd come down there? I mean, I love the vibe. Totally. I love your tunes. Pretty fucking hardcore, don't get me wrong.
Big sass.
Such a bummer, man. Everything down there is just so...
You know, totally, dude. It sucks like big trash. I don't even know why. This is my job. Like, this kid is just a whiner. He's a whiner and a dude, bro.
You know? Ew.
Right.
You.
So I'm happy we got
Important, so while she's gone, we are making a new commercial. One that represents her vision and what we're doing
Oh,
here.
this is gonna be fun.
So, we need a camera. Alistair. A video camera.
That slow eye close as she's asking for the right type, just I have to do this. The interesting thing too is I guess with this camera design, everything with him of course is like old, like, you know, 1920s 30s style, but like even with this camcorder, there's nothing on this that kind of gives off like a more, it's not a modern one, it's very old style looking. And I mean, I could see this happening. He doesn't want to use anything by like a video kid.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it even has the scan lines on it.
Welcome to the Hazbin Hotel. Can I help you with anything?
I've been a bad boy. Need a big, strong
It's not
daddy to
one of
lead
those
me
videos.
to my place. On the path to redemption.
Well,
Okay, I see. Creative liberty.
Oh, yes.
to the
Ah!
Cut. Okay.
Creative liberty was taken.
Less horny, if possible. And Huss, can you maybe not have the script in front of your face?
I ain't no actor. I can't memorize this shit.
I like how slurred it is. I ain't no actor. He's just so. I just love that the slur that was kind of like brought through with it. Like, I don't want to do this. Nah.
Well, we could improv this shit, baby cakes.
No.
Whoops.
Huss, come on.
Whoops.
So I was playing this gig, and for some fucking reason,
Oh, he's still going on about
I'm the
this.
drummer, and it's like, do you know who I am? Fucking Adam. I'm the original Dick. All dicks descend from me.
Oh.
You think you want drummer Dick?
Oh wait, so he is the, like he's Adam. Oh, okay. And I don't. Well, I mean, I guess if it's the duper attitude, but like, why? I mean, I guess it's like, I'm the first one. Look at me. I'm the original. I guess he has like that vibe going on. Freaking dang it. Like, no thank you. Just his entire personality is like, ugh.
No way. I'm the Dick fucking master.
I share Charlie's sentiment.
What'd you do this weekend?
Wait, your name is Adam? Like the first man, Adam? That means you. Oh. That explains so much.
No, I
The
fucking-
expression is
Well,
perfect.
Adam, sir. Mr. Adam, sir.
Your line is, we have the cleanest rooms, okay?
Got it. I'm ready.
Action.
Just and then they keep zooming in. They keep zooming into the eye. I love it. Does she have stage fright?
How was that?
Well, Nifty, you actually have to say the line. So, let's roll again.
Okay.
Action.
Yep, it's stage fright.
You're doing great, vagina.
Cut!
Meaningful and fail spectacular.
I love what they're doing in this scene.
Good job.
And here is Alistair, the egocentric piece of shit.
Oh.
Ah!
I guess that makes sense. He doesn't want anything for video to show him, so I wonder if it works the same for pictures too. Do pictures like freak out when you capture him, or is it only video cameras? That's interesting.
I wouldn't try that, my dear. This face was made for radio.
I don't like that one bit.
Who
No, thank
or
you.
what you are. If you're staying here, you're gonna make this work. Because it won't be so entertaining to watch over an
Entertaining.
shit-ass.
Good.
Fair enough.
And again, just like the slight like animation to his eyes when he's getting more annoyed, it's just like slowly more squinting, like okay.
I'll tell you what. Let's make a deal.
Do you think I'm that stupid making a deal with a demon like you?
Not for your soul, just a simple deal. I do this for you.
Is this like a verbal agreement?
Never ask me to engage with this frivolous television technology ever again.
He really has just like a hate boner for
Charlie can
like
come back with
technology.
absolutely nothing.
Your choice. Fine.
I do like how, like, here, there is some variation in Alistair's voice where he's not always so, like, how would I describe it? It has high points, like where you can really hear the radio filter, but like in that just scene that we watched, it tunes out when he's kind of a bit more calmed down and he's not trying to buff up his bravado. Like, this is very strong bravado right here.
What? Let's make a deal.
I can hear that
You think I'm
that
stupid, making a deal
effect.
with a demon like you?
Absolutely nothing. Your choice.
And see, like there, it turns off just for a slight second to make it more like maybe more sincere, or he's not putting on an act. But it's kind of cool to see that slight change and where they decided to really boost that audio grain on his voice, or that effect. That's cool.
Fine.
Oh, it's like all cursed. Oh, okay. This, will we get to see it? I want to see how this turns out.
Let's make a fucking commercial.
Oh, wait. We're going back to this. I'm kind of annoyed. I really wanted to see that in action, but I guess we won't see it. I'm disappointed, but I mean, like, alright, this will be fine.
And she still expects you to pay the check, but you're like, hey,
And he's still on about this?
No, our shared problem of earned damnation. You're wrong. Sinners made mistakes, sure, but everyone makes mistakes.
They're going really hard, like,
Don't make mistakes.
You really think that?
there is constant hypocrisy in this. They don't make mistakes, yet Adam, who is currently an angel, or maybe like the head of it from the sound of it, he ate the apple. he made a mistake. And then technically, in this telling of it too, Lucifer is also an angel. So that, like, he made apparently a mistake. They banished him from heaven. I see hypocrisy popping up here.
Know that.
yeah, I've never made a mistake in my fucking life.
The only reason you're
Yeah,
still here is because
yeah,
Daddy
sure.
gave you and your hellborn kind a pardon from an exorcist blade.
Got a lot to get through and not a lot of time, and I feel like you weren't hearing me before, so here goes. I know hell's population is out of
And then continues to sing song.
situation. It's taking a toll. If we rehab these sinners,
I love the crayon drawings. Best type of presentation.
Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Right, extermination. I know you guys fly down just to kill once a year, and it must be annoying to
At least
all
they're-
the way here. If they join you in heaven, that trip disappears. You can wave at your farewell. It'll be a happy day.
Let me stop you right there.
Oh,
Precious
wait.
time. If what you're
Is it
suggesting
another
is
song?
letting them climb up the
I hear like a rock ballad going.
pearly gates.
Well,
Sorry, sweetie, but there's no defying their fates. 'Cause hell is forever, whether you like it or not. And they're
This one's a jam. Ooh, wait, I want to go back for a second. We saw a little bit of heaven there. 1 second.
and it must be annoying.
I like seeing this portion of heaven pop back up. This is interesting. Yeah, like I was saying before, a lot of gold, blue, and white motifs. And the interesting thing with this is, you know, like yellow, blue, or like an orange and a blue are very nice complementary. Then you have the opposite side, which is hell in this case, being represented with red and white and black. So I like that color harmony comparison, and like that's beautiful. I love how nice and shiny, of course clean looking it is, but you know, then it pulls him right back down because of course he's singing like a jerk.
chance to behave better. Now they boil in the pot. Eye for an eye. When it's said and done,
S-
shit of fun.
fun.
For those of us with
Dude, that's not a holy pose, my dude. I would think I'd think again before just deciding to just go along with that.
entertainment endeavor, 'cause you don't have a shot. Long as I got your
Ooh, we saw a little bit of her angry side there. Ah, I like how they're actually still showing that, similar to what they did in the pilot. Looking pretty good. Oh, and like, what kind of face is this? So smug. What the heck? Wait, what? They're moving it up? Why?
Yeah, one of my better performances, if I do say so myself.
Let's hope that it's not too explicit.
Welcome to the Hazbin Hotel.
Perfect. 100%. Oh. Is that Blitz's voice? Why did they put him as Katie? Oh, Tom's voice is the same. That's interesting. How did they get word that it was going to happen sooner? Ooh, I like the design of the ship on that one. That one's cool. Oh.
Found the body, sir.
Oh.
Kill one of us before. We should just go down there now and destroy them.
No. We can't risk them catching on. But don't worry. When we come back, there won't be a demon left alive to pull a stunt like this again.
I need more. That wasn't enough. I need more of it. I'll definitely say they did a fantastic job with this first episode. Yes, it's still like there are some kinks and some of the things are still a little bit like some of the animation, some of the camera movements are a little bit odd or wonky. I'm not sure why they made it as fast-paced as they did in certain areas, but overall it's leagues and miles above what the pilot was, and I have to give them props for that. It was so entertaining to watch it. All the character voices, they are amazing. I love how it sounds. It's phenomenal. There's really no one who I feel doesn't fit their new role. I really like Alistair's. That one's practically 1-to-1. Again, I was worried about Angel, but Blake is killing it in his role. Charlie is fantastic. Vaggie is fantastic. I'm excited to see what the V's are going to sound like. I imagine that's going to pop up in the next episode, which I am greatly looking forward to. But the one thing I guess I'm a little bit kind of confused with is like, why did they decide to have the reason for the extermination be based on like fear of like hell rising up against heaven? Because wouldn't they be more in line with, you know, agreeing that people be saved, because then there'll be more numbers in heaven than they would be in hell? So and I mean, maybe this is completely falling through the cracks because of course you have Adam, who's a dude bro, like dumb nut, who's in charge of the Angel Brigade, and they just want to have fun, and they're just kind of doing this because they like war, killing, violence, but you know, they're holier than thou, so they're different when they're not really. But that's my only question / gripe that I have about this. But other than that, I mean, everything has such a nice new coat of paint. I love seeing the animation being taken up to a more professional level, yet still having, you know, like Vivian's style like show through. Way too much is now like a adult animation looks copy paste. They all look like the same puppets made in Toon Boom, all by the same creator or maker, where like Vivian's standing out above the rest. She's making sure that her characters shine. It has a much more deeper, interesting story. I can't wait to see what happens and where they take this. But thank you so much for joining me. I'll be definitely reacting to episode 2. I think I also have 3 and 4 that's available now. But yeah, if you want to see more, or if you want any like if you have any tips or tricks, I'm kind of new to this thing, so I'm always happy to hear about ways I could improve. But thank you so much for taking the time to check out my channel and watch this reaction. I'll have a link to the video on YouTube. They dropped episode 1 on YouTube itself, but they also have it on Prime, so go and check it there. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. But until then, take care, my feathered friends. Bye.